Hey guys, Big Geordie Geek here, and welcome to a battle report. Sorry, it's been a couple of weeks. My wife had some time off work and wanted to spend time together, so I had very little. Anyway, let's crack on. So we have a mission report, issue 16. The mission being for the Space Marines to kill a Royal Warden by the end of turn 3. So what we're going to do is we're just going to crack on with the game. But first, a word from our sponsor. Now, before we get into the battle report, I'd just like to say a quick word from our wonderful sponsor, the Daylight Company. I love their products. I actually own a Lumi task lamp myself, which is an absolutely phenomenal piece of kit. It really does make a huge difference in your painting area. I'm not going to keep you up with a sponsored message, but I will say that if you love your painting, this will really make a world of difference. The only problem is you'll see a lot more faults with your painting work than you would before, but that's a good thing because it helps you improve. Anyway, let's get on with the battle report. So let's get started with the main battle report, and we have here the two essentially HQs of this battle: a Space Marine Sergeant with a plasma pistol and a Royal Warden with his red Gorse Blaster. So moving into the two sides, we have the Necrons first. So there are 10 warriors, 5 with Gorse Reapers and 5 with Gorse Flayers, and obviously the Royal Warden there in the middle. And then for the Space Marines, we've just got 8 Assault Intercessors, nothing fancy apart from a plasma pistol on the Sergeant. So first of all, we need to set up the board, and that is, in this instance, we just need to roll a dice to see where the Munitorum Armor container goes. In this case, it goes in the bottom right because we've rolled a 6. And this is the final board setup. So you've got the Necron warriors in the bottom left there, going up to the middle, Royal Warden at the top, and then the Space Marine sort of on the right there, and the Munitorum Armor container there. So let's crack on with the game. So in Space Marine turn 1, the Space Marines move forward a full 6 inches forward. They then fire their heavy bolt pistols. Now they can only fire 7 heavy bolt pistols because the Sergeant has a plasma pistol. That only has 12-inch range, and they are more than 12 inches away from the enemy, which means he can't fire it. So of those shots, 5 of them actually managed to hit Necrons. However, only 1 of them causes a wound. But that wound is in fact actually successful. It buries itself within the warrior and explodes, sending pieces of him flying all over the place. The Necron warriors move forward, they're 5 inches, and the Royal Warden moves down a few inches to get behind the warriors, to put them between him and the Marines, remembering he has to survive to the end of turn 3. The Necrons with Gorse Reapers fire at the Space Marines, hitting them 6 times. There's 4 of those Necrons with the Gorse Reapers. They have 2 shots each, so that's 8 shots in total. And yeah, so 6 of those are successful hits. And 3 of them actually cause wounds, so 3 ones there, not that impressive. Now, 2 of those shots do actually, I've used the wrong dice for Necrons. I've got them mixed up here a little bit. Now, all of those actually do penetrate the Space Marine armor, so that kills 1. I've forgotten to put the wound dice up here, but it does cause a wound on another. The Reapers have a -2 AP. Space Marine armor is 3 up, so they need 5s to save that. So yeah, so that is just so vaporizing 1 Marine instantly, and the other is just wounds a Marine. The Necrons with Gorse Flayers fire. As they are within half range of their weapons, there are an additional 3 shots. So 3 of them are within half range, the others are not. So rapid fire means they get an extra shot. So of the 8 shots, 7 hit. 3 of which cause wounds, but none of which actually penetrate the Marines' armor. They are a -1 AP, and the Marines' armor is 3, so they need 4s. They got 3 5s here, which is pretty good. The Royal Warden then shoots with his Relic Gorse Blaster. It's within half its range. It's got a 30-inch range. He is within 15 inches, and it doubles his shots because it's a rapid fire weapon. Of his 4 shots, 3 hit. All 3 do wounds, and they all penetrate the Space Marine armor. It's a -3 on the or was it -2? I can't remember. Either way, it's minus enough. I think it's -3 actually. Might be. I'll have to double check that one. I should have written it down. But anyway, basically it's enough to penetrate the armor. No, it's -2. Give me a second. I'll just check it. There, just checked it, although I did go to the codex, which we're not using in these games, and basically that causes it's -2, yes, so they needed 5s to save. They didn't get any of those, but it causes 2 damage. So the first shot kills the Marine, which already had a wound, and they don't spill over, so the other wound does nothing, and the other 2 just kill 2 Marines outright. So that brings us into Space Marine turn 2, and again they move forward. They're 6 inches. They've got 3 heavy bolt pistols left, so they fire those. 2 of them land on their target, but neither of them does any damage. The sergeant supercharges his plasma pistol, which is a little bit risky because if he rolls a 1, that's him instantly killed, and he manages to hit the Necrons. This actually manages to cause a wound. That's a bit of a dodgy shot there with the 6 at the bottom. The sergeant up there should have moved the dice closer. And the warrior is unable to stand, and he dies instantly as it burns straight through his necrodermis. The Marines declare a charge. They get a 9, which gets them right into combat. Now, the Marines have 2 base attacks and an extra for their chainsword, plus the Sergeant gets an extra attack. Gives them 13 attacks in total. So they roll those. 9 of them land on the Necrons. 4 of those cause wounds. And 3 of them manage to pierce the Necrons' armor, cutting them into chunks of dead metal. The Necrons then pile in, they're 3 inches, and attack back 5 times, because there's 5 Necrons left, hitting the Marines 3 times, of which 2 cause wounds, but only 1 manages to pierce the armor of a Marine. So that was very unsuccessful with Necrons, but then again, this isn't a melee unit. The Royal Warden then decides, I better get away as far from these as possible on Necron turn 2. So the Necron warriors, in their because it's their turn, they're able to hit first. So they hit the Marines 5 times. Again, landing 3 of those. So that's pretty consistent there. 2 cause wounds, both of which penetrate the armor. The Marines can't save that. They need a 3+ to save. Kills the wounded Marine and leaves another Marine with just 1 wound left. The Marines then strike back. They've got 10 attacks now. They've lost 3 attacks because they've lost a Marine. They hit 7 times out of their 10 attacks, 4 of which cause wounds. But miraculously, the Necrons managed to deflect them all with 5, 6, 6, and 5. The chainswords have a -1. The Necrons' armor save is only a 4. So this is pretty good because they do need 5s to save that. So that is excellent. I think this would be. I think it's fair to say that this is the turning point of the game. The Marines then fire their heavy bolt pistols at the warriors. They only hit them once because obviously, pistols can fire within combat at the unit they're in combat with. This causes a wound, which manages to kill a warrior. So we've only got 4 warriors left. The Marines then use their chainswords. They've got 10 attacks there, hitting them 9 times. 5 of which cause wounds. This manages to cut down 3 of the Necrons, leaving 1 remaining. So we're on to turn 3 for the Necrons. So this is the last roll of the dice, as it were. And the Necron, he gets to hit first, but he misses, doing nothing. The Marines then are able to hit the Necron. They land 7 hits on the warrior, which causes 3 wounds. and that kills him. He manages to save one of those, but 2 go through, so he dies. Now, this actually is the end of the game, because the aim of the game with the Marines was to kill the Royal Warden by the end of turn 3, and he's still alive. They can't do anything more. The Necron Warden has won the game by playing the mission and not getting involved in the combat and just staying as far away as possible. And sometimes that's what you've got to do, just play the mission. Anyway, so let's go and summarize that. So that was that. The Space Marines couldn't win, and I think that was purely down to the Necron player, myself, playing the mission, which was to not get anywhere near those Space Marines. They're very combat-orientated Marines, and that's fine. I think another turn, it would have absolutely gone to the Space Marines. Maybe, I don't know. Possibly the Necrons would have had the next. The Space Marines had the next turn. They could have got. We don't know. But anyway, that's the game. So I'm glad if you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe. You know, the usual YouTube course of action. And yeah, I hope to see you on Wednesday when we'll be releasing the battle report for issue 17. I'm just getting that set up to record now in there, actually, and I'm going to do all of this today. And I'm prepping for the special report with the Chaos Space Marines, which should be fun. I've got those all painted up, and we're ready to go. I've even got a Not to Live crown ready for it. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. I enjoy making these, and if you've got any comments about how I can make and improve them, please let me know. One other thing, just reach over here. I have got some new brushes, and I'm going to be looking at these probably next or this weekend, I hope, from Hobby Revolution. They sent me 2 sets of brushes, and I'm going to give them a try out. I'm not a perfect painter by any shot, but Rob is. Rob is a great painter, and he's got the other set of these that we got sent, and we're going to try them out. So yeah, Hobby Revolution, really nice box set, really nice presentation, and I will be painting with these on stream Monday, and we'll hopefully get a little article up on Tuesday, or maybe it might be a week Tuesday. We've got some other work to do before then, but yeah, anyway, let's see how those go. Anyway, thanks very much. And I managed to drop them on the floor. Perfect. Thankfully, they're well protected in that box. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in, and we will see you next report.